Hello everybody, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I am the INSANEBRIT and this vlog is for June 2021. I'm going to be talking about a range of topics including my camera, upcoming food reviews and issues with that, upcoming playthroughs, what I thought of Assassin's Creed, 3 Remastered, etc. Yeah, just a bunch of random topics really this month's update. And we've got 3 playthroughs. One already ongoing, and of course 2 starting up for this month. And I'll be talking about maybe a change that I do when it comes to the longer playthroughs, because you guys do get bored of waiting around. If it's like a 20 to 25, 30 hour playthrough, you know, that's broken up into weeks and it goes on for weeks and weeks and weeks. So it's a bit long, and I understand that. So I might start doing 10 days straight of the same game. So if it's like, I don't know, just say Assassin's Creed, the next one, I don't know, and it's a 25 hour, 30 hour playthrough, I will do 10 days straight. So at least in theory, got half a game. I'll break it up within a week with something else, and then I'll go the other 10 hours, and then you've got a game done very quickly, you know, compared to what it's been done over the past few times that I've done a longer playthrough. So you're not getting too bored of it, you know, and at least if you've got 10 hours of it and you decide to marathon that 10 hours over a period of time, then by all means, you know, because when I watch a playthrough, not that I watch many, but when I watch them here and there sparingly. Like I ain't got nothing to do, I'll watch it for an hour, I'll watch 2 hours if it's really good, and then I'll get bored, and then I'll come off of it, and then I'll go back a day later or whatever to see that person's progression or whatever. So again, each to their own, you do what you do. But yeah, so getting back into the first part of it, the first number of topics I've got to talk, the first topic I want to talk about, and that is the camera. So the camera has been lagging. It's been an issue for the past couple of months, and it is the simple principle of plugging in a camera and talking. It's ridiculous, you know what I mean? And I can do everything else, yet here we are struggling with this. Anyway, I deleted the camera off of it, and there was still an issue with it, and essentially it was not compatible, what it was saying yesterday. And then but before I did that, I saw that it wasn't compatible, the settings or whatever. I recorded something, it looked fine. A lot of you guys on the food channel, INSANEBRIT Eats, basically called it out and said it's still lagging. It's just off by a second, but a lot of you guys are moaning about it. Guys, I've recorded 2 or 3 food reviews. It's going to be in the same kind of quality, like just lagging by a second. But again, you guys are going to moan, obviously, those of you who are interested in food. But I don't really want to re-review those products. So I might just release it and say, look, deal with it, because, and then moving forward, everything should be peachy. In theory, I don't know. And I hate to be that way, but at the same time, I'm not going to waste time redoing stuff and spending more money on products and stuff like that. It's just stupid. It's my initial reaction to the product, whatever it is. So if you're interested in food, by the way, check out the link in the description below for INSANEBRIT Eats. It will take you there. That's where all the food products are now, so you know, and you'll get new ones along with some classics as well, which I'm trying to mix in as well. So yeah, that's the issue. Hopefully this camera is fine now going forward. I'll keep an eye on it, but hopefully, you know, even this vlog, apparently Time Splitters news video basically was lagging as well. But again, I didn't do the thing where it fixed it and everything. So hopefully it should be rosy moving forward, other than those couple of food reviews that are new that are going to be coming out. So yeah, that's just the way it is right now for the camera situation. So yeah, let's talk about the Assassin's Creed 3 playthrough and Rage 2. So Assassin's Creed 3 was a longer playthrough. The graphics were okay, pretty decently HD'd up. I didn't mind it. The gameplay was good. It was a lot of fun. I like the old English style war. We got to take control of some soldiers, you know, where they line up and, you know, fire shots at each other, single shots, you know, old style war that way. Even putting some cannons to the enemy as well. That was pretty brutal. Good cutscenes. Essentially, you know, we was with our father at one point when we get to, spoiler alert if you haven't watched the playthrough, we had to take him on. There was a man called Lee who we had to take on as well. It was a good playthrough. It really was. I enjoyed the game immensely. There was some criticism, I will say, about that particular game, and that was the fact there was a lack of horses, so I had to run quite a bit, which I wasn't happy about. I didn't really make money in that game either, which pissed me off. Had no how should I put it? There was no, we didn't really buy a lot of weapons and stuff. I just didn't have enough. Um, I don't know if I did side content, but the story was brilliant. The story really kept me engaged, and I really did enjoy that. The ending kind of sucked for me. By the end, I just didn't care what they were on about. I got the principle of the ending, and I understood it, and then there was like an epilogue, which was like another ending video. So when you go to the end of the playthrough, there's the epilogue, but go for the one before that and then watch the epilogue. The epilogue's only 23 minutes, but the one before that is the proper story slash ending. So it's kind of weird the way it works out that way. But yeah, so a fun game to play, definitely worth playing. Didn't really feel the ending was that great, but whatever, meh, it is what it is. Enjoyed the ride for what it was. Happy I've completed that game now. Rage 2 is ongoing. I'm really enjoying the fast-paced action of that game. I do realize, especially when watching it back and writing out the video, that it takes me a while to get into games. Like I'm like, oh man, how should I put it? Slow pace. Like I'm like wondering what's going on, and it just feels like compared to how much fun I had to it in the first video, how I was like kind of fucking slow. And then moving forward, guys, I know what I'm doing. I'm all over it, you know what I mean? Completing missions left, right, and center. Side content. There's a number of side content there, but even though there's a lot of side content in Rage 2, and I did it I did the majority of it. I would say, I'd say 70-80%. I think. I don't know. Essentially, it's still not a long playthrough. It's like 13 hours long, so it's about 2 weeks worth of content there. We've got another 6-7 hours to go, but I really did enjoy that game, and it's one of my favorite series right now. And I don't really like a lot of Bethesda series or what have you. They're just not my type of games. But Rage 2 or Rage is definitely a series I'm looking forward to. If there's a Rage 3, I would definitely be picking that up. I like Far Cry as well, that Assassin's Creed, so those are my 3 good series that I like, along with Metal Gear Solid and various others. But yeah, Rage 2 I've recently added to that. So yeah, Rage 2 will continue, but that will be next week, and that'll be near enough coming up to the end of the game. This week, in terms of new content, we'll be releasing, it's a different type of game. It's a platformer. I know a lot of you might say, it's kind of boring. It's not what I'm into. We've seen it before, or what have you. I know I do play a lot of older games. That's just the way it is here. And that's Unravel. I will be playing Unravel. It's like a platformer, there's no talking or what have you. Some parts I may struggle on. I'm not usually one to play those types of games, so it's a bit different for me. It's like a relaxing kind of game, I suppose. Well, I say that. You'll probably hear me swearing a lot, I suspect, in my opinion. I could imagine. I will probably try and edit some of that down if I get stuck for long periods of time, if I don't know where to go and stuff like that. I've been trying to do that for you guys, so you don't get bored of the content. If I get too stuck, you know what I mean? Moving forward, I try and edit it here and there, so you guys ain't watching me do the same thing 50 times or for 40 minutes, which just isn't very entertaining. At least I don't believe it will be. When we want to get to the point of the game or the mission or whatever it is. Don't get me wrong, you'll see me fail, but sometimes if it goes on for too long, I have to put in some failings, but I will also, cut it right down just to be pragmatic, you know what I mean? Like have a, bit of a fast-paced action video, or at least, bit of a progression there. It is what it is, because sometimes I just don't know where to go or what to do, so it can be an issue, and I don't want you guys getting bored. So Unravel will start up this week, actually. What else is there? And also, so that takes care of about 10 days, I'm assuming 10 hours. I think we have another 7 hours of Rage. So that'd be what? 10, 17 days, call it. And then the other 10, I'll have to release another playthrough. So that's the second new playthrough, 3 in all this month. With Rage finishing, of course, Unravel, and then there will be The Raven, which is a different type of game. So we've got a shooter, we've got a platformer, and then we will have an investigation type game. I know a lot of you do like or have watched the Sherlock Holmes game as well. I do enjoy those types of games, so you know I'll be looking out for them. There's also another Sherlock games that I want to play as well. It actually came out before the one I've just played, so that kind of annoyed me, but I'll get into that at some point. It is on PlayStation 4 though, however, possibly on Xbox, but I have it on PlayStation. It was cheap, I bought it, but I haven't played it yet. But I'm trying to stay away from the PS4 as much as possible because of the stupid jet engine. You guys can hear the noise in the background. It drives me insane. It's not good. It's not productive. I really want to get rid of it. I want a PS5, obviously, and get rid of the PS4, even though I get less money off it. Or I get less money if I sell it to CX or wherever, or cash converters. I don't care. I just want it gone. It pisses me off. But that's a long way off, to be honest with you. But that is one of my next projects that I will be looking to get. So yeah, so we're gonna have a detective game in the Raven, Rage Tooth, and of course Unravel. So that's basically this month sorted. In terms of what's coming up. In terms of Call of Duty, that will continue to be on my channel. Season 4 will start up in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever you. So yeah, that should actually no, that should start just at the end of this month, end of June, because it's like 20 days. So no, about 15 days. So halfway through the month of June, we have season 4, and we'll take a look at that. I'll be doing Call of Duty every single week and trying to get up as high rank as I possibly can. So yeah, also FIFA, we've got a lot of series ending. So Assassin's Creed ended, Chelsea Simulations have ended as well, because the season is now over. Career mode has ended with Real Madrid. I know a lot of you dropped off of that, didn't care about it. I get it. I'm not sitting here crying about it. It is what it is. I may start another one. I don't know if you guys want that or are interested, and you guys get to vote where to send me, so what country. So it will probably be out of France, Germany, I want to say Italy, and at least one other place, maybe FC. I don't know. I'm not too sure where else to put me. Would it be I don't even know where. Maybe the championship for that'd be interesting. The championship. Maybe if I put that in there, maybe you guys can want to see me play in that league just to try and gain promotion. I know, and then also the second week, for example, you will be able to vote on who I actually am. So I'll pick a team out of those clubs, and then you guys can say where I go in regards to that. So who knows, I might put the championship up there just for a different type. I know it's in England, but at the same time it's a championship, so you'll see me struggle with that because there's going to be different quality players there, less quality compared to what I'm used to and all the rest of it, blah blah. It is what it is. So maybe I'll do that, and maybe that will generate some more interest in terms of the FIFA career mode. So yeah, FIFA career mode, what else is there? So FIFA career mode might start up again. Call of Duty continues. Simulation ends. I'll be trying to, maybe I'll be moving people around on transfer market. I don't know. Man, that's going to be interesting because the season starts up in August again, doesn't it? I may do the Euro simulations as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till he's trimmed it down from 30 plus players to 26 or whatever it was that he brought along with him, Gareth Southgate. I don't even know the full lineup. I know he's brought a lot of different players in the camp, and then he's trimmed them off as well. When the tournament actually starts up, it has to trim that back to 26, so that'd be interesting. So I'll put those people in the England setup. I'll do the simulation. I think the first game is Croatia. I don't know if I do commentary. I may do commentary, depending if people are around me and shit, because they just irritate the fuck out of me, and you know, I can't do it, or just, you know, whatever. So that may be happening as well if you're interested in that. Just to cover ourselves, because FIFA's kind of ended, or the only one you'll have is the career mode that I do. But that'll be interesting. I'll be keeping an eye on the England games. Something to do. It's on television and stuff like that. So yeah, that should be interesting. Not too much else to say other than that. We've got, you know, the PS5, like I said, is a secondary to me. I have to replace this PC, or I want to. I'm getting closer, guys, slowly but surely. I'm around about £1,000 now. The PC I want is going up in price, it drops down. I still got to speak to them directly because I'll figure out which one I want. If I get to that £1,000 mark or 1100, and then I'll go, okay, I'll ring them up and I'll have a word with them and I'll say, this is what I want specifically. Can you cut this out? What deal can you give me? And then they will knock off hopefully £100 or 200 overall, and then I'll be paying less money for the product itself. But even then, you know, so I'm a couple of hundred short, I won't lie, and that's going to hit X, Y, and Z time to get. So I'm still saving, still grinding. That's still going to happen. It's my long-term project. It's going to be done. I would have had it sooner if I didn't have to buy this new monitor, which you saw the unboxing for. That was about 200 quid, wasn't it? You know, and what have you. So yeah, it is what it is. So again, as long as this camera situation sorted out, I did not intend to do more vlogs and stuff like that, like gaming news and stuff, but I ended up doing it. Oh yeah, that's another thing, guys. I'm really getting active on Twitter now. I'm tweeting out my opinion more on things like football. I tweet about anime here and there. I tweet about gaming, a lot of gaming stuff, my thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. So please do check out my Twitter. You can interact with me on there as well. Yeah, so I'm having a lot of fun with Twitter. Twitter is that I never really messed with, but I'm getting better at it. I promote my stuff once a day, like the video that comes out today. You'll get updates as well about what's coming out this week here and there. I've been trying to do that on the community tab as well. I wanted to do a series each week on the community tab where I highlight a playthrough, like check out Knack, you know, the first one, and then next week I'll promote something else, just so if you guys haven't seen or you're tired of waiting for a particular playthrough to end, you can engage and enjoy that particular playthrough. If you think, oh man, he's played this, I haven't seen this one before, I haven't seen this one yet, what was he like before, has he gotten better at doing playthroughs, you know what I mean? Or maybe you just want to see me play a particular game and see what I think of it, or my experience. It's up to you at the end of the day. But yeah, wow, this is a shorter video, but I feel like I've actually shorter than what it normally is, but I actually think that I've got a lot said in this video. You know, like I said, I've got a lot of PlayStation games, but I'm trying to stay away from them because of a PS4 Pro, which is a fucking shame, really. I've been trying to play more on Xbox because it's a lot quieter. Content-wise, you know, moving forward, I'm trying to get I want to play Mafia 1 and I want to play Mafia 2 because I've got Mafia 3 on there. I'll do the definitive edition. But again, I'm saving for this PC, so I don't really want to fork out £30 for it. I know it's only 30, but it's like, whatever, you know, and I've got other games to play. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, the June PlayStation games have been announced along with Xboxes. Xbox, I can't remember what they were, but they were trash. And I'll be honest with you guys, PlayStation to me is better, but they're still trash to me. So Operation Tango, a two-player game. One of you use a spy, and your one breaks into places, or hacker, and your one's like breaks into places. I don't care for it. Star Wars Squadrons is the other game you get. Again, I don't really give a shit about that. And of course, you get a fighting game, which is called Virtual Fighter 5. I'm not a fighting gamer person who plays fighting games. I'm shit at them. I'm never going to touch that. So it is what it is. But yeah, guys, so the games that I've been talking about the past couple of months are finally going to start coming on out in terms of the Raven and Rage. That finally kicked off, didn't it? I'll be looking at Xbox and seeing what they've got on there, what else I want to play. Unravel's a series. They've got Unravel 2 as well, so I'll be looking to play that at some point as well. But again, I'm breaking up series. I've got the other Batman to play as well. There's 3 Batmans in total, isn't there? I've got to play the second one, and I'll be getting around to that. Of course, we've got Gears and Halo to do, so... But I've been trying to stay away from those series before I go back to them, and of course Gears is the last in the series before 6 comes out. Probably there's going to be a Gears 6, let's face it. And Halo 4 is the next one I have to play. So, and then I can finally delete Halo 4, Halo, the collection, Master Chief Collection, off of my Xbox, so I've got tons more space. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative and it clarified a lot of things for you. And I'm sorry about the camera issue. It is what it is. I can't do much about it, and other than moving forward, it should be corrected by now, and should be all good. I've still got Doom to play as well, actually, thinking of it. Okay, we've got Far Cry 6 gameplay coming out as well. You know I'm playing Far Cry 6. You know I'm playing that shit. I'll be snapping that up probably day one, in theory. Don't know when it's going to release, actually. but I'll have to get working on that as well. That's another open world 20-30 hour playthrough. Ooh, should be interesting. I love Far Cry. You know I'm a big Far Cry fan. It is what it is. And then Assassin's Creed wise, I think I'll be playing one of those again, but I'll be playing the Roman one going forward, and I will be playing the other one that came out as well. You got the one in Rome, and then you got another one. I can't remember what the other one is now. Valhalla, I've got to play that at some point. Again, I primarily play them on the PlayStation. I'll probably try and delay the shit because I want a PS5. But again, when I get that when I get that PC, I can then start working on saving for a PS5. And even then, I don't know when it's going to be because I don't know when they're going to be back in stock. That's an issue in itself. It is what it is. And then you got Nier Automata as well. The something, the first one, they basically HD'd that up as well, so I might end up playing that along with oh man, so many interesting games and stuff like that. Don't forget guys to check out the sale as well on the PSN. They got tons of sales and tons of games that you might be interested in as well. We've got Walking Dead as well, another game I want to play, the ending, this final season as it were. So yeah, there's tons of content that I want to play and enjoy. I can't wait to get to them. Thank you so much for everyone who has been here on the channel and subscribed and donated to me and stuff like that. Right now, in terms of numbers, I give you the numbers every month. We have 3,195. That's an increase of about, what? I don't know. It says here about 20 people this month, but like over the past couple of 2-3 months, we've had about 150 people maybe. You know, it is what it is. So yeah guys, don't forget to check me out on Twitter specifically. You can follow me on Instagram, that's in the link description below. Go to Twitter and type in the INSANEBRIT, and you'll see me there in rated 18 INSANEBRIT Gaming. It should say on my profile. I've only got 114 followers, but again guys, I'm engaging a lot more, and you're retweeting stuff, news and my opinion on football, gaming. Dying Light, by the way, hits. I haven't played the first one. Dying Light hits on December 7th, but again, I don't think I'll have a PS5 at that point. I'd like to think so, but I doubt most people won't because of the shortages and stuff like that. Yeah, guys, I'm having a lot of fun. Oh, and also, I might do a video on, or at least talk about, or I'll be tweeting about, what's that thing called? E3 2021 as well. I might do a video on that, what I was excited for, what looked really good. I'll write some things down, I'll tweet about them as well. So that'd be kind of like in real time, at least in theory. Again, assuming everything goes to plan. Alright guys, that is about it for this June's update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're about it's 22 minutes in, so that's not too bad. But I've got a lot out. Food reviews will continue. Jump on the food review channel. Sorry there's going to be a lot of lag and shit like that. I cannot help that. I'm not going to redo food reviews. It is what it is. So you will just have to bear with me, and hopefully moving forward it gets better, and hopefully this video is okay as well. It should be, but it is what it is. Anyway guys, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links are in the description below. Check out the completed playthroughs. You can check them out here, or jump in at Rage, which is highly recommended. And Assassin's Creed is now complete, so you can check all my playthroughs out in the completed playthrough section on this channel as well. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.